Hey, and welcome back to the channel for another web development video. A week ago, our CEO gave us the option to stay at home with the coronavirus outbreak. So today, I'm going to be talking about how that has changed my workflow as a web developer. First off, obviously no commute, so I am no longer commuting to work. That's a really big deal for me. I live in the Seattle area, and I typically commute about an hour in the morning, and my commute can be anywhere from an hour to 2 hours in the afternoon. Typically it's more like an hour 20 in the afternoon. So that has saved me a ton of time and also has saved me a ton of gas. Obviously, if you're commuting that much, you also have to build in a few stops for gas along the way, which obviously makes things worse. And so now I also can save a little bit of money on gas and wear and tear in my car. If you've never worked remote before, that's definitely a big perk. But with that, I've been able to work more hours. So instead of worrying about getting out of the office with enough time to beat traffic, now I can just think, hey, I can work for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. There's no traffic. I can go upstairs and I'm done with work. So it matters so much less to me if I am still working at 4 p.m. If I do that when I'm in downtown Seattle and I need to commute home, I just gave myself a 2-hour commute home, and I barely get to see my kids before they go to bed, and my dinner is probably not going to be very good. If I do that here, I still get to see my kids. It's great. That's really great. It's fantastic. And then on top of that, I can now eat healthier because I'm not running out of food and snacks in the office. Normally, I brown bag it. I like to bring in my own food and try to eat healthier instead of eating out every day. Save a bit of money as well. Now I'm not running out of food. Typically in a week I'd have a few days here and there where I would eat my lunch early because I'd be hungry, and then all I'd have left is like granola bars and stuff like that. I just eat a whole bunch of granola bars and kind of junk or that I have in my drawer, or, top ramen and stuff like that I have for backup food. But now I can just roll to the kitchen, grab some food, and it's all good. So I've been able to eat healthier, which has been great. On the downside, I have had focus issues every once in a while. It's hard when kids are banging around upstairs and the mailman comes to the door and the dog is barking. I have to go, let him out and stuff like that. It's great. It helps out my wife, who's home still, but it's hard to stay focused on writing code. But on the other hand, it makes up for it because I can just work a little bit later if I get stuck talking on the phone to somebody or talking with a mailman or something like that. I can just go, it's happened to me once or twice where I gotta take out the dog for a walk. Well, not a big deal. I'll just be online for another 30 minutes. Not a big deal at all. Also another downside is I can't just walk over to my coworker and ask him a question about code now. I can't just go, hey, I don't understand this, or how should we do this? What does this mean? He can't just pop his head over to my desk and point out things, which is really big deal. I now have to try to elegantly write out and clearly write out a question via Slack or email and send it to him and try to specifically get a clear question across, especially when I don't understand something that's really hard to do. Sometimes he doesn't, so we have to go back and forth. It's a big time waster, and I feel a little bad that I know he's working on other things and can't always hold my hand through stuff. So that has definitely been a drag and slowed us down. But this has led me to open a daily check-in session. I prompted this. I said, hey, I feel like I am working on stuff a little bit longer than I should when I don't understand them, and I should be asking questions more often than I am. So I said, well, why don't we come up with a daily check-in session where you just can look at my code, I can ask you questions at point blank and say, I don't understand this, can you please explain this to me? It'd be way faster than me trying to send you specific questions across Slack. And it'd be way, way faster than me struggling with it for an hour and a half, realizing that, oh wow, I've been really focused on this. It's been an hour and a half. I probably should have asked a question an hour ago, but I just didn't realize it. And also, I always get that mentality of, like, I can figure it out. I'm almost there, right? You get that too, right? You get that? Like, you can figure it out. You're almost there. Just one more time. Just maybe this time it'll work. Maybe, oh, that wasn't, no, it's the other thing, the other thing that last time. Just go back to one more and try that other route. That's probably it, right? So that prompted me to start those sessions and start recording those sessions, because I'm trying to take notes while I'm on the phone, and he's annotating on the screen, and it's going great, except I can't hold all this information in my head always. And I said, I got to record this. It's been something I'm wanting to do for a long time. So I grabbed Zoom, and I'm starting to record these. I asked if do you mind if I record our meetings? He said, sure, go ahead. Doesn't mind. So I'm recording this now. I have notes. He can go as fast as he wants. I don't have to write down every single thing that he says. When he says, check into this is how this works, this is what this function is doing. I have it. It's all right there. It's great. And now, instead of having a 45-minute meeting where he watches me type out what he says, I have 20-minute meetings where I can just go back and look at things. It's fantastic. This is so huge for my career growth. This is so massive that I will be able to look back and go, oh, what was that thing that I was working on Friday? It's Sunday night right now. Monday morning, the thing that I last talked to him about on Friday morning, I'm probably not going to remember exactly what he was saying to do. The first thing I'm going to do on Monday morning, I'm going to open up that meeting. I'm going to probably put it on 1.5, zip to that area that I was last working on, and get a re-explanation. It's massive. So I can't recommend enough. If you can record annotated, screen-shared code sessions with a mentor, do it. It's huge. Anyway, stay safe out there. This is March 15th, the date, just in case you're wondering why I'm talking about the coronavirus, is March 15th, 2020, and I'm in the Seattle area. So right now, coronavirus has shut down all the schools, and we are about a week and a half into the major corporations around here starting to shuttle people from working from home. So I know Microsoft's having everybody work from home, and I'm pretty sure Amazon is, and all the really big stuff. The school districts are all shut down and stuff like that. So if you're watching this in the future, hopefully coronavirus was less of a big deal than it was. But if you're not, this is just an update on that, and perhaps a bit of a time capsule. But if you get nothing else out of this video, record meetings with mentors and people that are reviewing your code if you can, if they're okay with it. It's going to help you out a ton. I'm so excited to finally do this. Anyways, stay safe out there, and if you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next time.